Okay. Got the BGVP DM6, and we've got it in probably nice hair there, huh? Probably the best measurement. You can read it. This is specifically designed to do exactly what we're doing with it right now. There are others that people use to do this, and they are designed to do their job, I guess, but they're not quite. This is the way it's designed on the inside, is to simulate the human ear, because that creates certain resonant peaks, etc. Go ahead and put that down where you can see it right there. So we're in frame, and I'm going to go out just to keep this whole thing legit. Go into microphone. I'm going to double tap. Going to get out. I'm going to go into acoustics, FFT. I'm going to go ahead and have to pause this real quick because it's going to start. I'm going to reset that. I'm going to go into here, the generator, and I'm going to set for pink. Close that. And now we're using the DM6. We're using the industry compliant coupler that simulates the human ear. And I'm going to go ahead and generate a graph while you watch, so that you can link to this video when somebody starts talking crazy stuff about how the treble rips the skin off your face and it's the worst set ever, or whatever the trolls are spitting out that day. So my talking doesn't affect this because this is like a closed circuit. There's no way for me to interrupt it. You're looking at a bass that is slightly above the treble. I've measured it to be identical, so I'll call that like a variation of insertion depth. A lot of the terms that are used in this hobby are just spectacular bullshit. Height is greater than depth, blah, 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 blah. Thank you very much for being so non-specific I can't even follow you. And I've been in this hobby for years and listening to music forever. I don't know what the hell that means. I'll tell you what a V and a U means. The distance between this right here and the highest right here in dBs determines the difference between a V, because of, think about a V, the top of the V on the left and the right, and the bottom of the V is deep, and the U gives the impression of less of a variation or deviation. So what we're looking at right here is these boxes are 5 dB. I want to explain something to you instead of just showing it to you. There's a difference, by the way. So these boxes are in 5 dB increments, and this lowest point, which is at 1K, which is right where I'd want it to be, especially since it's come in descending since 250, and the crossover between bass fundamental from the bass is 330, so we should be out of there right about here, and we're descending, so that's okay. There's a lot of sets where this is a little bit bigger, so its biggest area is the sub bass, and that continues to about 125, and then it starts its descent. So the bass line, it looks good. It wouldn't jump out at me if this were on any other set, if it looked like this. That is a nice transition, and it's completely and coming in at a good slope before it gets to 1K, which is like the magic number. You can go look at lots of graphs. The tuning by companies, they'll try to pit it right here. Now, let's say that if this is a 5 dB box, this would be at 4. And if you're flipping it the other way, this would be 1. There's about 1 dB inside here. Now, if we take to the highest point, so we're here, and then there's a 5 dB box here. And let's look at what would be approximately 6K. And that is right on the line. But let's add a dB into this 5 dB. Just why not? We'll add more. We'll add, so there's 1, and then this box equals 5. 5, 6, 7. So the variation between the very lowest point on this to the very highest point in the treble is a 7 dB variation. That is really close to balanced. That is very close to balanced. Now some people say, oh, balanced is a flat line with, you know, something. No, that's not what balanced is. Balanced is the variation from 20 to 20. That's what that is. We're gonna not use stuff beyond 10K, and because sense of space and certain things occur there. But we're talking about the area that is most of the audio information doesn't even exist until you get to about 30 to 40 hertz, practically speaking, and then you get to about 9, 10. So we're not going to go with the 10K, but the peaks here is what people talk about. And I just measured this right in front of you. So if people talk about the treble is just too much, show them this video. It's a DM6. That's an industry compliant coupler. I did it right in front of you again. So this is the DM6, and the next video is going to be a Fearless, which is the future. But don't take no slack from people talking crap about this set because they're talking out of their butt. And I hate that. That's why I was into the bass videos, because we could show energy from low frequency. I like these because this doesn't have anything to do with the sound, but this can take it. And when people are talking out of their butt about, you know, the treble tore my head off, you full of shit or you got a bad set. End of story. And I'm out of here. And I didn't